Hey guys, thank you for joining me today. I'm attorney Jamila Little, and it's been a while since I've actually brought you a video. I think this is actually my first one for the year, and I am extremely excited because today I am going to be talking with you on this historic day about the immigration plans that we expect to see moving forward. So stay tuned to this video for more information. Hey guys, so it is January 20th, 2021, and today we saw the inauguration of our new president as well as vice president. And today, on this historic day, I do want to talk to you about what we can see moving forward in terms of the immigration plan. One interesting development that I did want to discuss before we jump into the new immigration plan is that on January 19th, on yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order that would give deferred enforced departure to Venezuelans. So we all know that there's been a lot of unrest going on in Venezuela. And so President Trump signed this order that would allow Venezuelans who are here in the United States to be protected from removal, basically. The order says, I have determined that it is in the foreign policy interest of the United States to defer removal of any national of Venezuela or alien without nationality whose last habitual residence was in Venezuela, subject to conditions below. So what are the conditions below? For most people, they would qualify as long as they have their habitual residence in Venezuela. They were here in the United States on or prior to January 20th. They're not inadmissible through any other immigration law or under 212A3. And it also goes on to say not removable under section 237A4. Those who have not been convicted of a felony or two or more misdemeanors, those who were not deported or removed prior to January or have an order of removal prior to January 20th, 2021, not subject to extradition, and who do not pose some serious public security, public safety danger to the United States would qualify for this. It would also give the recipients the opportunity to get a work permit for that time. And like I said, it's extended for 18 months. So that was an interesting move by the president, and also a huge win for Venezuelans who are here in the United States. All right, so let's jump right in to talk about what we can expect upcoming for immigration changes. A lot of talk during the Biden-Harris campaign about what they'll be doing in terms of immigration, especially right at the bat in terms of the first week, first 100 days. So let's just jump right in. President Biden had promised that we would see a lot of the executive orders that were put in place by the past administration being reversed. And so one of those things that he was talking about was the construction of the wall in Mexico. And that was one of the executive orders that was actually signed today. So we saw that. Another one of the executive orders that he reversed was the travel ban. So we saw a lot of travel bans last year go into effect, and they really affected several countries. We saw both for immigrant and non-immigrant visas, a large population being affected, and specifically those from Muslim nations. So that was one of the executive orders that President Biden actually actually signed today to reverse the executive orders that placed a ban on Muslim nations. Another thing that we saw happen today, as promised, was a much needed immigration bill was sent to Congress. Now, we'll talk a little bit about what that bill actually entailed. But, I'll say this, it's important because we have seen over the past decade or so in immigration that there have been a lot of actions and a lot of laws that have come into place through executive action. And we've seen when one president, one administration was in power, things went one way, and another administration came into power, things were changed by executive order. So this is very important for this bill to actually be sent to Congress and hopefully be actually enacted, and to actually see it in law, in black and white, codified in our laws. So what is this bill going to entail? What are some of the things that are promised in this bill? One of the things that's really big, and we've heard a lot about it, is a pathway to citizenship for DACA recipients and for TPS recipients. And so hopefully we will see that this is something that will be passed into law for those people who have been living in the United States according to what it says is without status from January 1st of this year, or let's say prior to January 1st of this year. And it's a pathway towards citizenship. It'll start off as a pathway for temporary protective status for 5 years, and an opportunity to gain a green card, to obtain a green card upon meeting certain requirements is what it actually says. So you would have to meet certain requirements like paying taxes. You would have to pass a background check in order to be eligible. And then 3 years later, you'll be eligible for applying for citizenship. So again, that would be for people who were here in the United States, and this would be prior to January 1st of 2021. All right. One thing that I do want to say is that we're definitely looking forward to a lot of these changes. A lot of these things have been long coming and definitely needed to help to fix our broken immigration system. If you want more information about these laws that are going to possibly come into place, hopefully come into place, I will leave this information below. So take a look at the links below, and thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.